different steps.
So now it's up to you to do something. It's not me that's telling you anything. And I'm going to give you this.
The first thing is to set up this paper.
And then you are going to.
We have a simulation box here. So here we have digital input connected inside. Wire anything, it's already made for you. So we have the digital inputs, we have some, you can see the relays and so on, how they work. We have a motor here, which whenever you are done the setup, then you will be able to see it running to verify the functionality. So let's try it out, and then we'll take the questions when they go.
Okay, so we set it up?
Yeah.
I've never set it. Is that meant for somebody who's never set it up?
This is meant for someone who never set it up. Or,
You're like backing up, right?
Well, she's.
there should be time
Can
for
play around.
Yeah, should play around with it when you want, but.
Okay, so it's just.
You have to choose English though.
Remember what I told you.
And seeing Deutsch.
Yeah, don't settle on that. No. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's result, yes.
Motor nominal voltage.
Do we have specs on what we're doing?
So if
Check if someone can read in here in between the lines. Which one?
Voltage.
I'm actually switching.
Yeah.
The motor volts. Should be a nameplate sticker right there.
Yeah, I think I lost that one. We had it.
It's 230, 400. So
234. That's RPM.
It's 400.
It's 400.
any problem,
400 now.
it could be.
This RSI is only up for 240.
It
The
says
nameplate on the motor, so they can
230 / 400 V.
Okay, so 230.
So it depends on how it is wired, huh? Because it can be wired to 30 or 400.
This unit can only do 240 max, so
Must be
assume
230.
230.
So how do you
We'd want to do the lowest, whatever it is, 220 or 230, whatever the motor.
you go here? 240?
It's 230.
230?
Can it do 220?
Why did you want to use the lowest?
Just says
You can
230.
take advantage of this power control.
10 hertz.
Well, we said that your motor
50 hertz.
so if you have to say 220.
Yeah, it's not rated to 220. This is just
But 230 means 220 or 240. Because that's there's no such thing as 230.
What did I do here?
Hey, you get that out.
I don't know. Yeah, it says that you ask. I feel like yeah.
You're being cheated one way or another.
Yeah, it's kind of because you ask. I feel like on that one.
And of course, when you're ready for it,
Tom, you've used this before, right? This keypad or this RSI?
So, if you want to have it,
1980.
Let's say
Oh,
if not, you should probably be the one doing
That's
this.
too
because
easy.
you're doing this.
you want to try also how it feels? Punch
Yeah.
Did they have a nursery?
It's a little because it's linked. It's kind of empty.
You already went and came back? Yeah, they just said this is what happened. Let us know if you need anything. This guy is touchy too. Have you touched it yet?
The blinking really,
tell you that if you
It's
get
disturbing a little bit.
Yeah,
Until
yeah. You get
Blinking
frequency.
fast one day,
It's like an old camera recording an old TV screen. You got all the little.
Alright, what do you press when you set it?
just a minute.
Oh, in the middle.
Should have a fail line, sorry. Alright, sorry. Just kidding.
Is this a team or what?
Ah, sorry.
Yeah.
Cool. So,
Jacob, you have your password for your phone and timed out.
It says 0.6 amps.
thumb.
Oh, we can't
Thumbs
fake
up.
that one.
there will be
0.6.
DC on those terminals if it is connected to grid or a generator.
Right, gotcha.
So if you just have wire sticking out of there,
Yeah, is it possible
Actually, it
to
just says
block out the
0.6
keypad when you're done programming it so that people can't?
Yeah, there's a simple lock where you push 2 buttons for 5 seconds. It's
Okay.
the settings.
Okay.
Until you
Until you notice.
These 2 fingers or these 2?
3.61.
Someone else wanna
left and right arrow.
take a go at it?
The bulk in mind metal, you know?
Yeah.
Can you set one up? Okay.
Are you guys doing anything? I'm just kidding.
Everything. Just making fun of Sam every once in a while.
Good.
0.
Oh, good.
P2.
And then there's also different screws.
Better touch it before. Yep.
There's just so many different bits that are required to get to different parts.
This motor is of course a little bit out of range for what you normally would use for demonstrations. It's okay.
Just
Pumps.
something you should remember when you're.
This is definitely an SP pump, right?
Yeah. I don't know if this is an SP.
Oh, there.
Is this other?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, then
Minimum
you have all,
frequency.
well, then you have all the settings.
That's the
Maybe you have to
Say
answer.
30.
Oh, maybe. Let's see. Set up RSM.
Okay. So
Minimum
you don't
speed
know
for
what order.
discharge. Okay.
We'll set it at 30 and then we can go through there's a specific minimum
So that's the absolute max.
speed.
The minimum run is 400.
Pretty sure this thing's gonna run regardless, so probably just sit at 30.
It's going to be really hard is to check if water's flowing in the system.
Yes, we're trying to get water flow, where we have to set beyond 50.
It's dry.
You can use any.
530.
No, they give you a head.
So if we did set this below 30, it would not later kick us out of
Yeah.
it?
It's funny how it says the minimum is 6.
You know what?
The real minimum is actually 30.
Well, I think that was only if you're doing an SP pump. Because he said,
Yeah, it's
if you're using one of our pumps, we know it's 30, so we're not going to let you go below 30. But for other,
Have we not chosen what pump we're using?
already did, but it's an other.
Okay, gotcha. So then,
Okay, solar modules.
Don't touch the 600. Right? So we're trying to push the voltage higher.
Yeah, well, then you have to configure that. Yeah.
How do you use that?
Maybe go back and use a GF.
Yeah, I'll use
Some
them.
maximum runs.
It's a small pump, I believe. Modules and series.
10 sounds good.
So what were you saying? The dip switches were those things that just.
Does it ask? Is it? No.
Not for the small.
The easiest way of getting of course, on the term RTFM.
All right.
But in Texas,
Yeah. Alarm.
So it's just saying, after you go through the wizard, it automatically goes to stop.
Press on, but
yeah, so I'm just wondering, like,
it flashes when you're done? That was
For a fault code, yeah, it'll
Okay.
flash at you.
Yeah. Push on. See whether it is.
is that okay?
Not.
What? Am I going to be surprised by some things later?
Yeah, I used the bad word.
Uh-oh. That's okay.
I didn't know I was being.
That's how we get them.
Funny.
We're making noise.
Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good.
Oh, that sounds great.
Summon.
Nice little electricom.
So he said that one. You can see your input, digital input. What is that? Solar power.
0.
The current.
So that would be like up to use that extra
We need
DC boost converter.
Yeah.
Okay, so set up as like operation with starting with it. We have done that, huh?
Yeah.
Set up minimum speed for discharge.
We had not done that.
But we have put in some 30.
That's the motor minimum. frequency.
Okay.
So that's specific to the motor, but now we need to do it specific to our system. Because you have minimum frequency for discharge based on your
So
hydraulics.
we just assume something.
Yeah, well, it's good to go through the
But
wizard.
don't you use the same setting to do it?
No, you don't.
Not the wizard, huh?
Not through the wizard. So go back to the main menu.
So how's this thing running right now? Does it have a DC power?
No, it's running off AC. Click hit the home button.
Oh, okay.
Everybody can hear everything you say.
Because when you set the minimum speed for discharge, you adjust it, and it's actually changing as the motor is spinning.
Okay,
So you can
yes,
call up
yes,
to your
yes.
tank
And you can
say,
check whether
"Discharge."
water's coming or not.
Yes,
And
okay,
then you
bump
said
it
it may be
down,
35.
down.
Then you pocket
Yes,
it.
Okay.
bump it down until you find.
Okay.
At times, you know, like on sequence selection, we have a fast flash right there at the pump house. So when you set it up, put it just dash, I guess, right there.
But
And so
that's not using your system curve, because then after that you're gonna
Pump higher up
pump
to the
higher
tank.
up to a tank. And
So you have to
through
check on the pump, on the tank itself, whether water comes in. Huh?
Yeah.
that's going to be because if I have my bulk meter there, I know what I set it at, what my
Why?
design was.
How?
You know?
But you calculate the frequency of your motor when it will deliver water at your tank.
Yeah, you can know that.
I mean, the RSI design tool can tell you, but
Not that specific.
it's not.
You should do it manually.
It's harder to see.
But let's go. Let's go and find it in the menu, and then let's ask him how does that practically look like. So he said, do you recall which menu that was?
Set min frequency. So go up
Oh, yeah.
2 clicks.
Okay.
Oh.
Start the pump. Adjust. To get minimum. Push OK. Otherwise turn off to quit.
Setting the minimum speed for discharge.
Start the pump.
Right there. So right now it's at 6.
So you can set the
So
speed.
the motor should actually be spinning right now. Is it spinning, Sam?
No, it's not.
All right, maybe we're still too low. So bring it up.
So we continue.
Well, it's at 9 hertz right now, and it's not supposed
Continue
to
up.
spin till 30, right?
Yeah. So
So,
bring it up to 30.
so you gotta go beyond 30.
Okay.
That's hit OK.
Hit a,
Okay.
so
Okay.
go up to 30.
And you can adjust the tens place to whatever.
Do you have to press OK to get?
No.
Or will it just start
Remember, we said 30 was our minimum for the.
for the pump? So it has to
So
be
it
above
should-
30 somewhere. Huh?
Hit OK now, see
Start
if it
moving?
starts. It's not moving.
No, it should start spinning in this
Not-
phase.
Not yet.
Bring it up more. Maybe it's just not.
And once it's at 30, it should start running.
yeah.
I mean, the motor would start spinning even below 30. It's just a safety reason you don't want to, or a longevity reason you don't want to.
Something's
It's not coming.
So something's
It's
wrong.
not coming on.
Something's not working.
Did you hit OK after you
Yeah,
got up to 30?
once at 32. I did at 32.
No, it should
But
start.
this is real time because you have to monitor the discharge as you're. Of course, it's
So-
not doing what I'm saying it's going to be doing.
If you have a flow sensor on, you still have to monitor the discharge?
So at that point, you have to call a
I mean, I
professional.
guess that's kind of redundant.
No, you
And
call Jacob.
that's actually yourself.
Jacob, question for you.
We're having trouble with step 2 here.
Step 2.
Setting the minimum frequency
Yeah.
speed for discharge.
Should it be running as we do it?
Yeah. Did you read what it asked you to do? It actually said
Yes.
you could push on.
Oh, we didn't push this on.
Always the on button.
It's one of those
Well,
read all the directions
yeah.
quizzes.
So then
Reading a manual is not a good advice for engineers.
it was 5 lines here. But okay, that can also be very, very, very difficult to understand. It could be that it was too much.
4
UK.
people were reading it at the same time.
Yeah, we all assumed the other had read it.
Okay, let's check.
So you can hear when you're adjusting the speed, you can actually hear that the speed is picking up.
So I cut it down and see. At what point does it go?
So, but now it's below 30, the minimum we set.
First
Yeah,
step
but you
going down.
probably
pump.
said you're not selected SP.
Yeah, we selected
Yes,
like 9.
another one.
To see other.
Yes.
Yeah, then you can go lower.
Okay.
This
But
continues.
it's
So,
just
but I mean, for that example, we don't have anywhere where to observe whether water is flowing. So it's just to demonstrate the pump speed is changing up.
this is-
But in practical, somebody needs to check on a pump whether water is coming in, and then he sets somewhere a level above 30 hertz.
No. The idea is that it is intended for especially the submersible pump. There you have the pump. The pipe work goes up to a tank where you have a discharge pipe, and then you're monitoring when you're stepping up the speed. When you reach 45 hertz, then the water starts coming out of.
So you have somebody watching at the tank whether
Yeah.
he sees water coming, and then as soon as that happens, you set the minimum speed
It could also
for
be
that
that-
particular application.
Yeah, it could also be that you step it a little bit higher because it might be just dripping.
You want to have a decent
a
flow.
decent
Couple
flow.
clicks out. Yeah. Or in our case, we would actually want to try to keep it so we know we're at least getting to a point where we're chlorinating the water.
Yeah, so you
you
need
don't,
that.
you don't want to be at 1
Yeah,
gallon,
so
like
you wanna
2
have
liters. You want to be at
5 gallon or something.
Yeah, you want to be
Let's
at
go
10
lower.
liters a minute or
Let's
something.
go down and see. We'll see.
That's actually one of the nice things about the R side is you can set some process control by doing that.
So for that, we just set it somewhere.
For the example, it's just to show you how to do it.
And you can set a maximum speed also.
Yeah, then you have
So minimum is
that
6,
is not as easy. Then you have to go.
So did you know that?
What's that?
Did you know that?
Setting this?
Yeah?
Yeah. I just forgot about that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
We had some NGOs that asked for sizing and so on, and they looked at the well yield, and then they said multiply that with 20 hours and said that's the
Go
water.
back again. I read the instructions and it wasn't kind of clear.
Try to calculate how many people have access to this borehole. Is really what you really.
Okay, good. We can
So
start.
push OK.
Yeah, they wanted to get whatever they could. I said, no, it's not possible. But they saw that
What's your next
the pump
task?
they ended up
No, let's
We're
do it
gonna
once
this one
again.
Oh.
get them as much water as possible.
If you go, okay, you press the house button.
Drop it down.
I don't want to press on because I want to go back to
Which
the
in our
point
case is
where
sometimes
we
more
I think
screwed
this
up.
is where you
chlorinated
start.
the water, and we don't want to
Okay,
go
cool.
too quick because then we're
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
here we
set
go.
minimum.
like what our equipment can do.
All right, let's see.
Dosing standpoint.
Start pump. Start the pump. That's
Yeah,
what we
here,
skipped.
yeah. I think where the confusion comes in is with the instructions.
I said, okay.
Start
to
the pump, and
We
then it
skipped
starts
the first
OK to
sentence.
start. So we said if we push OK, it would start, but it you mean
Yeah.
with start the pump, turn it on, no? So you have to push on first before you push. Okay.
Okay, we have to be more clear.
Yeah, yes, yeah. I think we have a good excuse now.
You're forgetting who you're working with.
Start the pump. Okay. Okay.
That's it.
Set this at 33.
So I'm trying to understand, the 30 hertz is regardless if it's a 50 or 60 hertz pump? Because I thought this my understanding.
Minimum
was
frequency has been
was
stored.
60%.
OK to exit. Okay.
The runs
Next one.
typically.
How do
Do
you
you monitor
monitor
the operation?
Pump and motor was in general. So if it's 50 hertz,
Monitor the operation.
30 hertz.
How do you monitor the operation?
Is it just a
Tell me,
question?
you are professional.
50%.
What was the question?
So I would have thought
How do you monitor the operation? Well, there's some monitoring things here,
You observe this.
because
but there may be even
compatible,
something in the
that
menus.
makes sense then.
So you go
I've
back.
been working in the U.S. where it's just.
Here, multi-monitor. How about that?
So I thought you weren't
One
supposed to
thing is
below
that-
35
that's
hertz is what I
not-
had kind of
Oh,
One thing is
Oh, that's the multi-monitor.
if you actually
But mainly this
discharge, yeah.
we actually recently
which one?
just a few
Okay.
years ago we had
What if you press OK for some of them?
So you can just switch what is on the interface.
Those little panels and processors change.
Or you can switch the panels on and off, huh?
There, yeah.
Okay. Interesting. How about the digital inputs?
Yeah.
So then we started that as a
Yeah, even that you
makes
can
sense.
switch. You can end
Oh,
up. with
it's
your
getting
minimum
always
frequency.
to the same.
Yeah, you just
What are we programming
you can go. And
We are checking on how
We're just
to
observing. We're just
on the
observing.
multi-monitor.
read instructions.
Ready for like what, 20 minutes?
Reading is not a strong suit.
We know pictures
Read
and charts.
We're better at reading than
Pictures and
spelling.
numbers.
Verify dry run.
Words don't come
Does it start immediately after water is back? Verify that dry run.
So we have a
Go back.
fault come
So
up.
now dry run is on.
So which of the
That
inputs?
So 1. Input 1 is on. Is that dry run?
That was just a simple start stop.
Okay.
So, but for that one, you would check the manual to know which digital inputs have which position on the display.
Which is like the C200, and that you don't know what it is. And E1.
Jacob,
is
could the jumper work for the float switch? If you're testing it out, say,
So let's look at 3.
if you are on digital inputs over is it 9 and what? And 6 and 9. If you put the jumper.
Stop
Stop
to low
low
water.
water level.
So does it give you a...
Number
oh.
3. Okay.
That's cool.
So now flip it back.
You can do it back, it will then won't do anything.
Which ones did you flip?
It'll then take a few minutes, right? Unless you hit the back, right?
It did start.
It started,
We had it-
which one was it?
Which one did
3.
3, that's the level switch, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
3 is.
In this case,
So,
That's number 2. That's the low water level.
so that's number 2.
That's the dry run.
That's the dry run.
Stop due to remedy. Wait for level to restore. Okay.
if you have the specific on your pump,
So you want to turn it back up. So you either have to wait,
That-
like what, 2 minutes?
like
or
8
use the
minutes?
back button to clear
You say
the
8
fault?
minutes?
Might be, but it took
8 minutes.
Oh, that's what we have to verify.
Yeah. So it says 6
But it
seconds.
has seen this once before when you have the
Yeah, try to get you up there.
Diagnostics,
You're a little easier to see over the opposite.
bioconfig. Well, for that one, we need the map.
yeah. It's only because I can.
Minimum level restart.
It should be.
0.1 minute,
It should be.
0.8.
That was a little bit much.
Yeah, 8 minutes.
It's 8 minutes normally.
it should also tell you here. Now you have been
But there's a.
going through the startup wizard, and instead of when you have pressed OK to this, then we haven't made this stop. The pump to start. You have not taken. You have not chosen to start the pump. So now we are saying OK. Now we have connected it.
Okay.
So now it's.
So if you press on now,
92, and then it will be.
Oh, now it's showing the seconds.
So you
Full
can
8 minutes, so what is left to wait?
So it's counting down. So wait.
Mm-hmm.
And then if we hit the back button, that would also
Yeah,
clear,
then-
that would clear the fault.
When the first the level has risen above the level switch or the dry run switch, and it has been disabled, so now it says 0, and then you have the waiting time, and then you have measured that the water has reset, so it's fully clear. Then you can just push this one.
Okay,
And
so
then
you
you
can
can-
go.
then
You
you
can
jump
get
this,
around the
this
wait
stuff.
time.
Yeah, because
Oh,
that clears the
okay.
fault on the
That's
back
cool.
button.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then if it immediately pulls it down below, then you of course just stop it again.
Mm-hmm.
So if we don't hit
So-
the back button, it'll just after 8 minutes. Once the switch is turned back to the off position, then it'll wait 8 minutes and then automatically turn back on. Okay.
Mm.
so if there is a different setting right now,
So what's next?
Verify the level switch.
Does it start immediately after water
Like the tape
water's
on
back?
Yeah.
Is 2.
2. Oh,
I think we still have
we already have.
too many faults going on.
Low well level.
Low water level.
I probably have to hit the back button.
right now,
So what water
No,
level
it
is
was,
that?
it was waiting.
How do we know it's the tank level and not the water level in the tank or the water level in borehole? How do you know that? Just from the position here?
Yeah,
You
just from the
have to
input.
hold
So
it.
it will
From the-
say differently if it's digital input number 2.
Then you have to know it's the
what
tank
it
level,
is.
the
That's the
water
tank
level in the
level.
tank.
It'll tell you. Maybe?
No,
There it goes.
No, he just said
no,
it just said water level.
You have to know what it is in the, either 1 or 2.
Okay,
And
so
there's-
that was 6 seconds.
There's a small delay there because we don't want to have it to start and stop too early or too fast. If you have a big tank, there's a risk that it can bounce up and down. So there were,
The same with the number of starts of the motor as with the dry run sensor.
Yeah. So we want to keep it a little bit down so we don't start and stop too much.
But 6 seconds is very little.
Yeah, but for this bouncing situation, it will
Is
probably,
enough?
yeah, it will go on and off, and every time we have an on and off situation, then we will start over. Reset.
Verify flow switch.
4?
Flow switch. Hit it, Chris. Boom.
Can you remember something about the flow switch?
So apparently
There's a
the
timing thing. Every 2 seconds it samples, and then
It waits for 8 minutes? No, that was a run dry.
There's a 60-second wait,
Yeah, there was something there, but there was also something that's quite important.
The float switch.
says
The
flow
on and
switch
off
needs
position?
to be enabled in the.
It has to be enabled.
Oh,
So we didn't
okay.
enable the flow switch. No.
So it
All
came
right.
on here, but it didn't stop the pump.
No, because
Okay.
the functionality inside the drive
We
is
didn't
not
enable it yet.
So it doesn't matter. how
Okay.
long.
So it's
it'll
going to
still
the
Switch it
register
off.
on the digital input.
Yeah, the digital input
Yeah,
is
no.
of course closed, that you can see, but the functionality is not working.
That's good. It tells you I received the signal. but
Main
I'm not
manager,
doing
or is that in
I
the
haven't set it up.
I/O settings, or is that parameters I/O?
Parameters.
Yeah, IO.
I/O config.
Didn't go back.
can that be used, the flow sensor, when you're doing your first setup?
No, this is
of-
solar.
You need to go back.
Or do you have to actually
Yeah?
see water
Yeah,
flowing,
go back.
hear water flowing for your setup,
Go
your
back
minimum
again.
run speed?
Yeah, you missed.
Oh, I missed it.
Two separate things.
Slower.
Yeah.
Digital inputs or float switch.
We do have
Flow
a-
switch,
Yeah.
maximum water level.
Actually have a
Min max.
Go to flow
outlet
switch.
function on our other products, but that's when we're working on the grid. Then it's much easier because
No,
we know the power
is that the
there.
flow
But
switch?
here we
Yeah,
don't know why
that's what we're talking about.
Sure, yeah.
So
No, we need
Uh-huh.
it
that.
makes it very
More
complicated.
complicated, yeah.
To do this automatic.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so
Yeah,
change that.
so we
in.
need to enable it.
Edit. It's normally O. It's normally-
NC contact.
Ooh.
Normally open. Yeah.
Is it?
Yes. NO.
Yeah, normally open.
No
That's right.
contact. Okay.
So
Normally
another
open,
one,
normally connect.
Normally open contact.
Yeah.
NO.
In O.
Okay. So does it has it saved it? Maybe.
Yeah.
NO contact.
Yes, NO.
Okay. So we go back.
So the
Switch
MD
it on.
The MD flex which is normally closed. Now remember.
That's because if it is enabled from factory, then it will cause it.
You want to go back to the.
The multi-monitor.
How do you go?
Okay.
Yeah.
Do it again. It's not coming off. The other contact.
No, it is.
You
It is
guys,
that one.
But it's not
That's
getting
number
off.
4.
So maybe it was normally. Is it a normally closed switch?
No, it's normally open. It's
Have it
normally
been
open
running
switch.
for?
Well, it waits 60 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it's
60.
the first time,
60
and
seconds.
then
Okay.
seconds after.
Normally.
Oh, that's where, okay. That's the,
So if you have no flow for 60 seconds.
Yeah, then you detect it and then stop it.
Okay.
so in that 60
No.
seconds, you could have pressure building and everything, so yeah.
The whole Ugandan team is here, so I don't know. Where is everyone
Right.
else?
There are 3 teams.
Oh, you doing
There are
the same
3
thing?
different teams.
We're doing the same
Yeah,
thing?
we're gonna change in half an hour.
Indonesia
Go to the
team
next.
is,
Okay.
not.
you set it for? Normally open or normally closed?
Normally open.
Normally open.
Maybe it's.
And then time
So
it.
then I think we passed the 60 seconds. Then it probably have to be 0 to.
Okay. So
Yeah, it's
So
go back.
yeah. You go back. It's 0.
Flow switch digital
normally open
input.
is when there's
Not okay.
no flow. It will detect that.
Wouldn't it have already given an error when we first turned it on if it was normally open and just seeing connection here?
Sorry?
If we had set it the wrong way, wouldn't it have gotten triggered immediately? Like not immediately, but before we had actually turned this off.
So it. So the situation is, if there's no flow, then it will be open,
Yeah.
and then there's the 60 seconds delay, and then it will
So
stop. And then now the 60 seconds has passed, and I move the switch to active. Then there's this 2 seconds delay on that behavior.
so how should it be set? No contact.
Normally,
Open or normally connect?
it depends on your flow switch, but.
But how about yours?
What? Yes, also depends, but I would say.
That's what I say, depends
I would
on
say
how it's set up.
normally
Connect.
closed.
Normally closed.
Close or
For
connect?
this one.
See
So
it
then
was
you,
closed.
then you can see that
Okay, let's do it.
Is it? Okay.
you decide how it
To
functions.
me, normally closed, normally open is always one of the most confusing.
You're just closing, yeah.
For a normal operation being it's operating.
So now it's off. Good. Okay, now on. Now do that. See whether it works now.
Hopefully it should 60 seconds.
Now another 60 seconds.
Alright, I have seconds.
I feel like we should have left it closed.
That's
Let it go past 60. It doesn't really matter.
I thought normally open was the right way to have it.
That's what I thought.
Because when it's off, that's an open contact. And then you close it, and that's what causes the pump to stop. So the normal situation is open.
Yeah, that's
It all
That's my
depends.
interpretation.
It all depends on the
It's a question
hardware.
Yeah, but this is our flow switch.
Yeah.
And right
So I
now,
get so confused
we
by
just
that 'cause
closed
it's
it.
not consistent. It just depends
Oh,
on the
so-
wire.
Shouldn't we have set it on normally open?
Well, how did you set? I guess you're right. You can determine which way you have it set, however you program it.
Right. That's why I programmed it normally open.
Okay.
Because it was starting on 0.
It's normally open, and we're currently what?
Up there it goes.
No.
So it's
it works.
obviously opposite the way that I understand it.
Normal is while it's operating. So if it's normally open, that means if the switch is open, it will continue to operate.
Nobody changed it. But maybe they.
But we set it on normally
Came back on.
closed.
Came back on
Then
immediately.
we closed it, and closing it made it stop.
I thought it should be on all.
What?
Then I would agree.
I was with you, but until this.
Maybe that's
It's a
backwards
question
from
of
what you
having.
think.
Yeah, it's a question
Maybe
of have
this
the
is
flow switches.
Maybe we don't understand our flow switch enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Is this a CU200 flow switch or
I've been
CR
trying to
flow
define
switch?
normally
It's
open
not a
and normally
float, it's a
closed
flow.
for about
Oh,
3.5
flow.
years now. So
This is how I remember the red float switch. I'm like, all right, if
why
I fall down on my knee, I'm gonna cut my knee and I'm gonna be bleeding, which is red.
Oh yeah.
That's how you remember it?
So that means my skin has
I will see
opened.
The restart time is
So the red
0.1.
float switch is open when it's down.
0.1 minute.
that is like
It's like my
That's
good. Distribute it.
that's Michael Scott reasoning right now.
So now it's running to 60
Other than
seconds.
that, I have to take a
Orange
multimeter
is
every time.
it restarts in 0.1 minute.
Okay.
Green means go ahead and shut up about it.
Yeah.
Okay. How do we do? Quick setup. Check parameters with
just
quick
go back to
setup.
that. Jacob, what's the deal? Because I'm now confused. 'Cause if it's N or I'd expect you to have.
When you're selecting normally closed,
Yeah.
then the switch, we expect that when there's no flow, then the switch is closed.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's just a question of having the signal coming out of the flow switch to determine if you're using the normally open or normally closed functionality of the wiring.
And is the flow switch something we can buy from y'all, or do we buy that separately?
That's buying separately.
So then we just depends on which type we buy. We buy NO.
Most of
So
these
that's a meter with pulse output, huh?
Huh?
That would be a meter with pulse output.
That's the next
That's
parameter.
the next thing.
This is with a.
There's all kinds of
it's
flow switch,
it's
like
a
a
paddle.
flap.
It's a paddle that
Oh,
you
okay.
move when there's water coming
Okay.
or not.
Oh.
And they typically have both.
Okay,
functionalities.
check parameters with quick setup. Adjust maximum speed. Tim, that is on you.
Okay.
I'm up.
So
Sam's got it.
Quick
let's go to
setup.
home here. We want to go to quick setup. Let's go to the main menu. Quick setup. Check parameters. Motor voltage. Motor frequency.
Nominal speed.
Nominal speed.
Is
Motor nominal current. You wanna?
sure? Is motor nominal frequency how you set the max?
Current limit.
The maximum.
That could be it. No, that's
Go
amp.
back.
That's the amp.
Or there's a
No, go down.
keep going.
Go. Yeah.
Okay. Once we want to adjust the max speed.
Yeah.
Wouldn't we limit the frequency?
Yes, is that
Yes,
how you?
that's as nominal, but not the maximum.
Oh,
No,
There's a
I don't
max-
think it's any
there's
of
an
those.
actual max
Yeah.
parameter.
Don't. So you come further down.
Yeah.
Minimum,
Max.
maximum
Okay,
max
frequency.
frequency.
Okay, cool. Mhm.
Okay.
That's nice. I never knew that was there.
Edit.
I think you know.
I don't know.
So let's say that 45 hertz is where our pump reaches our
Sounds good.
Okay. Then save parameters to keypad. Next task.
This is a good one.
Save parameters to keypad. All right, I don't know how to do this. Memory take over?
Let's just browse through the menu.
Oh.
Maybe parameters.
Yeah, try that. Motor setting, reference,
No.
One of the basic guys.
Save
Oh, well.
parameters
I thought it
to
was a good guess.
Motor settings. No.
I don't even know. I don't even understand exactly what that's.
Well,
means.
the configuration we just did, you can save as your own. If you do any changes, you later on regret, you can just recall.
Because you can take
It's
this
like the
off.
default.
Really, you can just take it off, and so you can have like, if there's a bunch of parameters that you're always going to use, you're just all in the same SP pump. You can have your master keypad that you take with you to all your installations. Like I'm going to save 10 minutes, plug in your master.
And then I take the keypad with me to another RSI,
Yeah.
and I just plug it in. And
Or then you could have the
Here.
system one.
User
plug
settings,
it in
maybe?
there, right?
Yeah, I think mainly like.
Oh no, favorites.
I think like
He said
for the-
favorites, huh?
for the-
Favorites? How do you save your settings under favorites?
okay to
The
continue.
settings you're setting a certain set point.
We are here. We want to save those parameters we have now set.
And that's not in favorites.
Okay.
Next.
User settings,
Yes.
language, parameter back,
backup. That
parameter
sounds-
compare, parameter.
Backup.
So if you do parameter compare, when you plug in a new keypad, it'll tell you what's on the keypad versus what's on the unit
RSI?
itself.
Restore,
what is
save
the-
to keypad. Here it is.
Keypad, the master keypad look like this.
Save to keypad.
Whatever you
And
want.
you know, like I think
Can we get
you know, like we have one which came which was cracked, and I think that this helps us a lot. So just carry one. That particular RSI.
Is that what we do?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Did you
have an
set these
extra
up
one that we
yourself,
can keep.
or does Roger?
I used to.
But I
But
think
of
that's
course,
not practical to happen. I mean, how often do you run with a keypad to another project?
No,
Find the same
like,
inverter
you
and
know,
settings where you use it.
Yeah, typically you leave all this on the RSI, but for this time, we don't want to leave it had the cracked keypad, so we can't use it. So then, just borrow one
I think if you save it, and then if you play around with it, because there are problems, maybe the yield gets lower and you want to adjust the maximum speed or something. And then and then you want to go back to what you've said earlier, you get mixed up in your settings, and then you can fall back at least your original configuration.
So did we save the settings?
Yeah, Tom, I mean, are you saving? Well, it's saying,
I mean,
it's
have you
please.
guys right now? What?
Yeah, it's saying please wait.
It says wait.
Have some patience, Chris. All right.
But are you saving,
No,
like
no,
in the
I-
field, do you
I
save
wasn't
those?
sure.
That's what
I
I'm
kinda
saying.
lost this.
All
I'm
I'm
not
saying.
over there, so I can't see.
That's what I'm saying. For one which was broken. Okay. Right now.
Was that the old
right now it's
RSI which you
delivered-
said below 30?
No, not that one. Actually, it was delivered recently.
What got broken?
Jeremy said that's one with a broken.
Oh, a keypad?
Yeah, it arrived that way, right?
Yeah,
If
it
I
arrived
remember.
that way. So as we set it up, yes, I'm borrow one.
Press OK to continue. So it's saved. So is there no name?
It said ID, but then
Yeah.
So then when you walk up to the next
Restore
one, it
from
looks like
keypad,
you
let's see.
go through that same options, then you click
you only
restore
can
from
save
keypad.
one.
Only
Even
one.
if it's the initial upload, you're restoring it.
So you have just one slot for saving, like
I believe there is 2 or more.
it doesn't give any options to give it a name or anything.
No, but
it's like
there's this save to keypad.
Hmm.
Complete set of parameters that are only known in
Yeah, it's immediately saying saving, and then just say, okay, I've saved it. But here it's writing ID as if you could enter something.
Yeah.
Wow.
What is it?
Wow.
There is 2 sets.
So the last thing we have to do, because we did the last one first, is we have to remove the fan and keyboard.
Oh, there, save to set 1.
I think it's occupied with doing something.
So this.
display is actually not good.
So here the.
Which?
I don't know why it's.
How did you get in there? Set
It
1.
was, I don't know if it.
Set
if
1
it
and
was
set.
because you probably because the motor was
Oh,
running.
oh
just
yes,
before.
yes. Yeah, you mentioned that.
Yeah.
Whatever you
So
do
then,
changes, you better
then you had
switch it off.
Yeah.
Mm.
So here now you can select different.
Sets, 2 sets. So 2 sets altogether, or can you do
so now
as
can
many
see
as you
now
want?
It's safe to set number 1. You can restore from set number 1, and you can see here. There's nothing to restore from, and then you can go in and you can save another.
So, how do
Set to this one. So now you have stored the
talking about
data.
the DC
So
side?
you have 2
the AC
sets.
generator backed up.
If you say save to keypad, you can just choose, huh?
Did they each have their individual
1 or
switch?
2. Okay.
So you don't have it set up to where
I actually have 3 because this must be one
you don't
set.
have AC and DC set up on one switch.
You don't have
The keypad itself is a set,
Yeah, that's
and
one
then
set.
set 1
then
and
you
set
have-
2.
Then you have a set 1 and 2 afterwards.
Okay.
both of them are in the on position.
And the key is
So
if he turns on the
So set 1 and 2 are in the unit or in the keypad?
This is in the keypad.
So the keypad's got 3, you're saying.
our account before the operator running this is so I think that's where we
So this one.
Yeah, no, we definitely need it. It's we definitely.
all system because I found the guy and he's like I forgot blah blah blah.
Okay, so we do train him.
But it's not. I mean, that's something that you're right.
So we need that.
So annoying when it's.
It's something we gotta look at and see how we can get.
So we need a 3-way switch
We'll see him in the
In the kit, in the cardboard box, there is a
We'll- we'll-
plug that you can put
We'll
in
see
here.
him in the field
So
tomorrow.
still can
Maybe
use
he's
it
here.
six.
After you got there.
Yeah.
Probably can change those out.
There's a small plug.
Okay.
Wait, remember that rotary dial switch? That should work. That rotary one that was like you turned it into 3 different positions. I don't know if you
Yeah, I
found it.
remember that, but
Takes too long? Usually doesn't.
It wasn't rated for bigger systems.
You can find one that's 1,000.
Well, it's okay.
What?
It's okay. Because it's a demo. There has to be something.
because
Yeah, that's a small plug.
see, like, for example, once I'm training, and it says, go, just run, cook up the generator. And then we get there, it's like,
Stressed out.
think it's one.
Friends, last task.
Okay. What is it?
Reset factory settings.
Restore factory default. Alright, Jessica, this one's all you.
Do it.
You realize we're all clueless and need to fix it all again, so.
Hit the home button. And you really gotta press these. Maybe the back button.
Oh. Button.
Okay.
Yeah, back in it.
There we go. Alright. Oh no.
Oh, here.
Wait,
Tom,
there we
your
go.
failure. Is that what you said happens?
Yeah,
It's fading out.
I think we just
Because if this one has been, if this one was loose,
it's just doing this because
this one is not
It's not the right connector.
that is, but
Is that what you're talking about, Tom? Is that the same? Right, sure.
it could also be that the voltage is just outside now of the limit actually, because we are running this drive on 208 volt.
Oh yeah.
Oh, 110.
It wouldn't give a low volt warning.
That's 110. Huh?
What I would like to show you.
Disturbing.
Well, that's real troubleshooting now. It's here. You,
Do what? What do you mean do?
Jessica broke it.
did you break it? Were you the one breaking
This
it?
is
Right there,
good,
yeah.
you know, because guaranteed y'all will break it in the field, so.
Whoa.
That's just like I was set up.
They broke it. It's a failure of all.
We broke it.
Nick has another secret switch in his pocket.
Stop the
You
recording
Yeah, I think Jacob did that intentionally here too.
got another switch in your
Now, just
pocket.
remember, there's three screws.
oh yeah.
That's why we keep her around it.
Yep.
That's
That
what you
actually
need.
wasn't it.
There's something.
Tom, you watch it, so you know.
Yeah.
Because you have exactly
No,
the same
it's
issue.
good when this stuff happens during demos.
Yeah.
So, but you said there are other contacts where maybe have a bad connection. Did you say that to Tom earlier? Where
there's-
else can you check?
Yeah, there's one inside when you're having the power head. You take that out when you want to make the connections. Then there's a sub 26 connector there, and if that one is not mounted correctly, then it can be stuck in this.
How about corrosion of
This
those
restarting,
contacts?
The behavior of the keypad was a little bit strange already before I started doing this. So
Yeah. Because the buttons were so.
Oh, because it took long to save.
yeah, there was something.
Okay, so factory.
So we want to reset it to factory default. Let's try that again.
I'm just kidding.
So
How do I get
who
the
had
main menu?
who had the magic
Home.
finger for the last?
Yeah, maybe I should.
So what caused that?
So
Okay.
That
let's.
main menu.
Mhm.
It was just the controller being.
Yeah, the controller was a
How do we
little
end
bit
up
weird.
at
What is that? Alarm active.
Doing the setting
Code
of the-
81.
It says we
Sounds
stopped it
familiar.
with the keypad.
Started
Okay.
with
Press
hitting
on
the
button to
straight,
restart, so we restart.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
No, actually,
But it could basically.
Or no, yeah, we
No,
have to
no.
have the off to change parameters.
Yes.
Turn off.
exactly.
And we'll go into,
Was it
Is it
parameters?
off? It's not off.
says,
Oh, it's off.
I think it's just the
It's the
cooling
fan.
fan.
okay.
Was it
Main
parameters that
menu.
it
Yes.
was under?
Yeah.
It says
Parameter.
user settings.
Oh, it gives us
I'm just looking
directions.
at that.
That's nice. Glad somebody's
It's
reading
user
them.
settings. Yeah,
Oh.
there we go.
Wow.
Y'all gave me a hopefully simple one.
Store factory default. Activate.
Delete.
User settings.
Does that look correct? Like the Grundfos logo?
Yeah.
When you go back to the factory settings?
Yeah, so then
It's like a
completely
reboot.
rebooting and restoring the current scenario. Ready for the
Now you can set it to Deutsch for the next group that comes behind us.
Or Chinese.
Even worse. Yeah, at least with German, you can like sounds like restart.
At least with German, we have a chance to set it back ourselves.
Still Latin, still Latin based.
This is good.